Welcome back to my channel. I actually have some more new plants today, and yes, I have been back to Morrison's, and yeah, they just had a few more that I fancied, so I thought I would share those with you today. And the first one is this little Dracena, I'm not sure which it is, but this is the Dracena lemon lime. And I actually did used to have one of these years ago now. We're talking back before I was properly into plants, so I was just kind of dabbling, collecting one or two here and there, but I wasn't into it seriously or anything. And yeah, I have one of these, and because I was so new to houseplants, I basically wanted to propagate it, but I didn't know what I was doing, and I cut it in the wrong place, and I basically just chopped all of the leaves off. There were no nodes, so it was just a stump, and I was so annoyed with myself I just threw it away. But yeah, this time I won't be doing that. And this one actually comes with a pretty cool pot too, actually. It's kind of one of those basket weave pots with some blue in it. But I will keep my eye out for another couple of these that I could put into the same pot, because these do tend to look better in groups of 3, I find. So I'll see if I can find a couple more. But yeah, I was just really attracted to the cheerful colour of it, and it seems pretty healthy. This was the only one they had, so I couldn't have got more, but even if I could have, it's better to have them at different heights. So I want one sort of at this height, and then another tall one, really, ideally, all in the same pot. But yeah, just seen a lemon lime, and this, it goes without saying, is one of the easiest houseplants that you could possibly get. So what else do I have? Well, I have another peperomia. It didn't come in this pot, I've just put it in here because I thought it looked nice. But again, I'm not sure what kind of peperomia this is. It kind of looks like the other one that I bought, but green. So I'm wondering whether it's the same one, but not variegated. It's possible. But I was kind of attracted to its shiny leaves, and yeah, I thought, why not give it a go? Because it was only cheap, and yeah, I'm kind of on a little bit of a mission to prove to myself that I can get over my inept peperomia care, that I can actually learn to care for them. And yeah, most of you have sort of given me the advice to just treat them like succulents, basically, so that's pretty simple, isn't it? I think sometimes you're just in a different place, and well, I am anyway, and I find that I don't care for a plant very well at a different time in my life, and then later on I might care for it better because I've learnt this and that. So yeah, another peperomia. And again, if you know what this is, do let me know. But the thing that really attracts me to these peperomias is the lovely shiny leaves. It's really nice. Yeah, another peperomia, just doing another pest check here. I did spray all these plants down with my pest spray. I haven't watered any of them yet because I'm just letting them settle in a bit. I don't want to shock them or panic them. You know what plants can be like. Okay, so this next one, I do actually already have this plant. So you might be wondering, why on earth have I bought the same plant again? But it's because I saw this Pilea peperomioides, and I don't know, I just love this plant. I couldn't resist it. There's about 6 kind of full plants in the pot, and then there's lots of little babies coming out as well. And yeah, I just could not resist because it wasn't expensive. I think it was £4 or less. Hang on, let me check if I can get it out of the pot. It didn't come in this pot. This was a pot that I've popped it into. So yeah, it was £4.50, and yeah, it's just I just love Pilea peperomioides. I think they're really cool plants. So I kind of passed this one by on several occasions, and I thought, no, don't buy another one because you've got one. And I just could not resist because, as I say, this one's got 6 chunky little trunks in there, and baby's on the way and I just had to get it. And I can either plant it in with my other one or I can have another one, so it's fine. I just couldn't resist. I just really like this plant. I'm not sure if I heard somewhere that this plant is actually considered a weed in China, where it's native. This plant is native to China, and I think that's the only place it's native. Don't quote me on any of this because I'm kind of just going on what I've half-heartedly learned, but I think these are native to China and only China, and I think they're considered a sort of a weed. They're part of the nettle family. I'm not sure whether that's true or not, so as I say, don't quote me, but these are just things that I hear along the grapevine. Either way, it is a really cool plant, and when this first kind of came out as a house plant, of course all house plants come from outside, it was actually quite expensive. Can you believe that this plant was expensive? Because now you can literally get it anywhere and it's really cheap. I mean, as I say, this one was £4.50, 6 chunky little guys in there, and yeah, baby's on the way. But yeah, I'm being a little bit excessive in buying another one here, but yeah, at least I only bought one anyway because there were quite a lot in the shop, but I picked what I thought was the best one. But yeah, I just could not resist it. That one looks like it's actually been branched. Do they branch? Anyway, yeah, I just thought it was a nice plant and it's really full, and I'll probably end up potting it up with my other Chinese money plant at some point. At the minute I've got it in this pot. I'm not sure it's the pot for this plant because I don't think it actually suits it. It kind of drowns it a bit, but I've just popped it in there for now because I like to put them in something when I bring them home. Okay, well this next one, I actually have had this plant before, and again, the last time I had this plant, it was years and years ago. It was before, again, just like with the Dracaena, this is one that I had when I was just dabbling in plants, so I wasn't seriously into them or anything, but I had one of these, and it is the Fatsia japonica, and I didn't actually think I'd ever get one of these again. I've got to be honest with you. It's not that I don't like it, I felt like it was a plant I didn't do very well with early on, and hang on, let me just check. This isn't a thrip here. No, it's not. It's just a little piece of something. Anyway, back to my story. I had one of these. It was another Tesco's purchase back in the day. I used to just sometimes buy the odd Tesco's purchase, and basically this was when I was a complete beginner and I did not know what I was doing. We're talking right at the start of just literally dabbling in plants, and not only did I put my Fatsia japonica in dense soil, I also put it in a massive pot because I believed that if I did so, it would probably grow bigger. I know that seems utterly ridiculous now, but that's what I thought because I didn't know anything about plants. So yes, how far I've come. So I thought I'd give this one another go. And this one, if you look, it has the cutest babies when they first come through, and then they kind of form into full-size leaves. But one of the reasons this one is a little bit difficult to pest check is because it has kind of fur on it, kind of red little hairs, and it can be quite difficult to spot pests because the little hairs can resemble pests and you're not sure whether you're seeing them or not. But yeah, I'm hoping I'm going to have a bit more success with this one this time. At least this time I won't make rookie mistakes with it. But this one's also called the paper plant. I think probably because it's got quite thin leaves, so I probably need to be fairly careful about pests with this one because they love the thin leaf plants, don't they? I guess because it's easier for them to munch on. But yeah, so that was the last plant that I got. And oh yeah, this one also came in a pot. So yeah, I do like the kind of, don't know what you call them, woven pots. So those are definitely my style. So those are the plants I got. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, do give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing because I post lots of houseplant content here on YouTube, and yeah, let's share in the fun hobby of keeping plants. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Until next time, take care.